Hawaii, that island paradise. Sunshine, surfboards, hula dancing, kangaroos. Kangaroos on the Sandwich Islands? Yes, very much so. You tell lies. Well, not kangaroos, wallabies to be exact. Little kangaroos. Come, sit with me for a few minutes and I will tell you the story of how kangaroos came to be in Oahu. The Oahu kangaroos, but the wallabies, the Oahu wallabies. The Oahu wallabies.
Man's need to go out beyond their borders and capture wild animals from other countries for their entertainment. And as you can see, nothing has changed. If you were wealthy enough, you could start your own private zoo and import all the exotic animals you wanted. In 1916, a private zoo owner in Honolulu, on the then US territory of Hawaii, had a fascination for the marsupials found in Australia and managed to acquire 3 Brush-Tail Rock Wallabies for their own personal collection. This, however, was a short-lived pipe dream, when one day, not long after their arrival, the wallabies were attacked by a pack of local dogs, where the smallest wallaby was killed. The remaining 2, a male and female, managed to escape with their lives, disappearing into the surrounding dense scrub of the valleys of Oahu, and weren't seen again. Or were they? Time passed, and the wallaby incident became a distant memory, because at least they weren't carnivorous man-eaters or disease-bearing rodents. It was only 2 small, soft-footed herbivores that'll probably perish in the warm tropical climes of Hawaii. Nothing like the harsh, dry deserts of Australia, where kangaroos thrived. Or was it? But in fact, the brush-tailed rock wallaby's natural habitat was the warm and sometimes humid coastal hinterland of Australia's east coast, not unlike the microclimates within the valleys on the outskirts of Honolulu. So it wasn't long until the locals of Oahu thought they were seeing things, when these strange, exotic, hopping mini beasts were spotted. Those 2 escapees had survived, and thrived it would seem. But were they pests? Were these animals going to take over and ruin the fragile ecosystems on Oahu? The state of Hawaii concluded that this introduced species of feral marsupials had little impact on the environment to be of any concern, and as such, Hawaii has never enacted any formal management plan insisting that only they be left alone by humans and protected from hunting. Which is good, as we know what kangaroos are like when they get shot at. Today, the wallaby mob in the Kalihi Valley is estimated to range from only 40 to 50 wallabies. At one stage, it was theorised that the mob grew as large as 100. The wallabies do not move very far from the Kalihi Valley. Occasionally, however, 1 or 2 might be spotted in the suburbs, but they're generally left alone to their own devices, although they are amusing to locals. Looks like these little fellas have established themselves very well in the Kahili Valley in Oahu. I don't think they're going away anytime soon. But it would be interesting though to do a proper, deep scientific study of this population and compare it to, say, populations in Australia. The information you would gain from studying them from an evolutionary standpoint in isolated communities would be invaluable to no end. And if you are an Australian in Hawaii, or maybe even a local in Honolulu, if you see one of these little fellas, it's a little bit of Australia on that beautiful island paradise. Say g'day. Well, I'm Threads and I hope you enjoyed that video. You probably noticed my voice changed not long after the start. I actually got COVID within the first couple of days of doing this project, and it's got me pretty hard. I've only been able to do at least a couple of hours of filming and editing a day, so I'm pretty amazed that I got through it this far. If you have an interest in Australian native species that are abroad across the world, or know of any other wallaby habitats around the world, then please leave a comment. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and I look forward to making another video in the future. On Threads, have a good one. Or hooroo.